Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $sign ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some MLB action this Wednesday afternoon. The Seattle Mariners versus the San Diego Padres, game 2 of 2. We're going to get first pitch started here in about 9 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and I'll get into the starting lineups. Let's get it, baby. And on the thumb, on the left, we have Julio Rodriguez. A 4-for-4 night yesterday and a solo blast. Great to see Julio getting back on track. And on the right, the all-star, throw it far, hit it far, Jurickson, Profar. I did that one for Elliott as well. And let's get into the starting lineups first for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Right ends up, baby. Let's go. Let's get some good defense out of you today as well. Let's go, JP. Batting second, DHing today for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Batting third, playing right field, Luke Raley. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. And I feel that, we've started you at your rookie season in the 1 hole. You've played the 2 and the 3. You've gotten punished at the 6 and the 7 spot. Maybe we need to leave you at the cleanup spot or put you in the 4 or the 5 hole, because it seems like Julio does the best when he's put in that particular position. Maybe cleanup hitter is going to be for Julio's future. Only time will tell. Let's go, Julio. Great game yesterday. Way to bring that electricity. 4-for-4 game. I love you, J-Rod. Let's go, baby. Batting fifth, catching tonight for the Mariners, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Had a home run from the left side, had a home run from the right side. Way to go, Julio and Cal, for bringing it yesterday. Let's go, big dumper. Batting sixth, playing first base, Ty France. Batting seventh, playing second base, Jorge Polanco. 2-for-4 day for you yesterday, which would have been third best on the team, believe it or not. You're still going to get the boo birds from a lot of the Mariner fans, but at least it was nice to see you produce for once in a long, long time. Batting eighth, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. And batting ninth, left fielder, it's Demo, Dylan Moore. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 6-7 record and ERA of 3.84, it's Miller time. Bryce Miller. Let's go, Bryce. Let's have a good outing here this afternoon. And now let's get into the starting lineup for the home San Diego Padres. Leading off for the Padres, one of the best hitters in baseball, first baseman Luis Arraez. Batting second, playing left field, throw it far, hit it far, Jurickson Profar. Batting third, playing second base with a homer yesterday, it's the Crone Zone, Jake Cronenworth. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, DHing this afternoon for the Padres, Manny Machado. Batting fifth, playing third base this afternoon, Donovan Solano. Batting sixth, playing center field for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Batting seventh for the Padres, right fielder, David Peralta. Batting eighth, playing shortstop for the Padres, Young Kim. I like those center shades, baby. And batting ninth, catching today for the Padres, Brett Sullivan. And on the mound for the Padres, their best pitcher at this point, according to Elliot Evans, a big Padre fan, 7-5 record with an ERA of 3.51, Michael King. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that attack people on the daily. I've gone through it, and I know a lot of you are going through it right now or maybe have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit into the darkness, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine, put some effort out, and you'll get good results. First thing, if you feel like you're not, getting enough energy in your day, go for a walk a few times a week. I do 3 in a day. I'm not saying everyone else needs to do that, but since I have a pup, I'm kind of obligated to do so. But by exercising an hour and a half every day for about a year now, I've been able to lose 90 pounds. I probably have been the skinniest that I've been since high school, and mentally and physically, it's the best that I've ever felt. Now, also, if you're eating a lot of fast food, cut back on the fast food and eat a healthy meal. You'd be really surprised if you change your diet, how it'll make you feel so much better. And number 3, make sure you're listening to music for at least 30 minutes a day. You'd be really surprised with a little music in your life, and not just music in the car, music at the house, music in your room, music in the living room. Make sure you get immersed in that music. You do it 30 minutes for a day. It'll help out your mental health, and you'll be able to climb out of the darkness a little bit quicker, and you will be able to get back to your normal self and win the day. Big facts. Let's go, baby. Seattle Mariners, San Diego Padres. First pitch is going to be here in about 3 minutes. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And like I mentioned, make sure you guys are liking and subbing on the stream. And make sure you guys are liking and retweeting on Twitter/X. If you have a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the live stream. It'll get us more people here in the room. And make sure you guys are smashing the like button on the live stream itself here on the YouTube side. We're going to shoot for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, and 100 in the donos on every single stream. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Game 2 of 2, a short little set here for the Mariners and the Padres. And if you ended up watching yesterday, it was all Seattle right from the very start. And we ended up getting a nice victory to start off the game. Getting Julio off to a good start, getting Cal Raleigh off to a good start. It felt good to be able to get that dub. But again, we'll see what happens here in game number 2. A little bit better of a pitcher. We ended up winning yesterday 8-3. I don't think that we're going to have that here, this afternoon. And then we're going to end up starting a 4-game set against the Los Angeles Angels. Matt in the building. What's good? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it, baby. Let's get it. Let them know. Just a reminder, make sure you like, subscribe, and donate to Oh Doggy Dog. You can either do that on the YouTube stream or the Cash App, like and retweet the post on the Twitter/X. Show some love for Oh Doggy Dog. Appreciate you, Matt. Daniel in the building. What's good? DX in the building. What's good? Jacob in the building. What's good? Let me know how that goes against the Tigers. I know that might be a little bit of a battle. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. And on the mound for the Mariners, 6-7 record, ERA at 3.84, Bryce Miller. And it sounds like Brian Wu is going to be back here in a couple days. So you could say Bryce Miller might be our 5th best pitcher out of 5 in the rotation. At this point right now, I think I would go Logan Gilbert 1, our all-star, George Kirby 2, Brian Wu 3, Luis Castillo 4, and Bryce Miller 5. But if Bryce Miller is our 5th best pitcher, I'll take that, and hopefully he'll have a good outing here today. And then again, for the San Diego Padres, their best pitcher as of right now, since Yu Darvish is hurt and a few others have some injuries, it is Michael King. 7-5 record and ERA at 3.51. So what we did yesterday, I don't expect the same type of results, but hopefully we can find a way to get to 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits. And if the Mariners can get 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits on Michael King and company, I think we're going to have a good shot. And again, we got a 4-game set with the Angels coming up right after this. And then we're going to be getting into the All-Star break for the All-Star game. Very excited about that. And hopefully we can get some good production out of Julio and Cal Raleigh again. Let's go, baby. Captain Oreo in the building. What's good? Let's go. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, DHing today for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. And batting third here in the top of the first inning, right fielder Luke Raley. And normally Dominic Canzone is going to be playing there in right field, but they just had an injury update, and looks like Dominic Canzone is on a 10-day injured list with a right adductor strain. So we're not going to see Dominic Canzone, but Jonathan Clase got called up from AAA, but they're going to just move some of these guys over. So probably a little bit more Julio in center field, Demo more than likely in left field, and they might rotate, with Jonathan Clase. And then in right field, you got Luke Raley. And Luke Raley obviously was playing left field before, but if Dylan feels a little bit more comfortable in left, they'll let him have that spot. Let's go, baby. In the box right now, J.P. Crawford. First pitch to J.P. right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Let's go, J.P. We're going to need your defense here today. Let's go, baby. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 count. Come on, JP. Pitch is inside. 1-2 count. And shout out to Megan, Shiasta, Sayal, and Matt for helping out on the Twitter/X side. I appreciate you very, very much, JP. Popped up to center field. One away. Merrill is there. And we got 33 people in the building already. That's a good start. And let's see, we just got our 10th like. So we're at 10 likes. Now we're at 11. We need 9 more to get to 20. Try to get into 20 within the first hour. Good start. I appreciate everyone that's in the room showing that love and support, because anytime we can get 30 to 50 likes, it definitely helps out the algorithm and the metrics. First pitch there to Mitch Garver. A little outside, 1-0 count. Top of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Padres. 1-0 pitch from King to Garver. Strike right down the middle. Took it looking, 1-1 count. Let's go, baby. Come on, Garv. Megan with a tenor, making sure that we're getting it started very quickly here. Appreciate you. And I know it's about like 8 a.m. your time there in Australia. Appreciate you so much for coming through and waking up early and hanging out. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. MVP has entered the room. Appreciate you, Aussie 12. Megan with a tenor, 90 to go. And when she comes back from getting coffee, big strike out there from King to Mitch Garver, and we'll be able to get some photos up for you. Appreciate you and love you. 90 to go. Oh, no worries. I got you. We're at 10. 90 to go. Next up, left fielder, center fielder, right fielder, wherever you want to pit him, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Big swing and a miss in the strike zone, 1-1 count. And this is going to be tough. I don't know how many hits and runs we're going to get on King if he's their best pitcher on the staff right now. It might be low scoring, but after that offensive electricity that we put up yesterday, it's very difficult for the Mariners typically to have 2 back-to-back games of 5 runs or more, but hopefully we get lucky and we can put on a show today. Or at least get some hits and home runs after King goes out in the 6th. 2-1 pitch. Raley pops that one foul. Nice souvenir for a fan. 2-2 count. 8:45 a.m. An early start. Let me know what you want to do for photos once you get your coffee and a little snack in the morning there, and then I'll get started on those for you. 2-2 pitch from King to Raley. Chop that one foul. Count remains 2-2. Let's go, Luke. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. Good eye. 3-2 count. Count is full from King to Luke Rayleigh. Let's go, baby. Let's try to get started off here on a fast note. All right, sounds good. 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Nice punch out there from King to Luke Rayleigh. 1-2-3 inning for King, making it look easy for the San Diego Padres. Let's see who's up next here for the Padres in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Padres, one of the best pure hitters in baseball, first baseman Luis Arraez. Batting second, playing left field, throw it far, hit it far, Jurickson Profar. And batting third, it's the Crone Zone, second baseman Jake Cronenworth. Let's go, baby. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 6-7 record, ERA of 3.84. Our fifth best pitcher on the squad, Bryce Miller. It's Miller time, baby. And hopefully we can get 7 to 10 Ks, but realistically, it'll probably be somewhere between 4 and 7. But even with being 4 and 7 Ks, a lot of pop-ups and ground outs, as long as we can get some easy, cheap outs, we're going to hopefully have a chance to win this game and win the series. It's only a 2-game series, and we don't have too many 2-game series in 2024. And then we're going to have a 4-game series, I believe, on the road against the Angels. So we want to make sure that we're very competitive in this matchup this afternoon. STL in the building. What's good? Yeah, NASCAR season's been super exciting this year. I mean, it's exciting every single year, but I don't know if we really know, who the really favorite is, until we get to the playoffs. But it's very well-rounded. Quite a few drivers that have 2 wins or 3 wins, but not really one single individual that has broken away. That, like a Jeff Gordon or a Jimmy Johnson, where you're like, okay, that guy is more than likely favored to win. But I think right now there's probably about 5 drivers that have a real legitimate shot to win the championship. So we'll see where it goes. Hope you're having a good day. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Mariners and Padres. First pitch from Bryce Miller to Luis Arraez. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 count. Nice job, Bryce. Let's go, baby. Miller time. Luis Arraez in the box. 0-1 pitch from Miller to Arraez. Popped up. Back. Demo is there in left field. 1 away. Down goes Arraez. Next up, one of Elliott's favorite players, left fielder Jurickson Profar. Ended up getting traded last year to the Rockies, came back to the Padres, and what did he do? Told everyone, hey, I'm going to be great this year, and turned himself into an all-star. Great story for Jurickson Profar. First pitch is outside. 1-0 count. Come on, Bryce. One-0 pitch from Miller to Profar. Pitch is way outside. 2-0 count. Good eyes by Jurickson Profar. And hopefully he doesn't do too much damage against us. We got to be very careful with Arraez, Profar, Crone Zone, Cronenworth, and Machado in this lineup. And no Fernando Tatis Jr. or Xander Bogaerts. So we're a little lucky we don't have to face them, but I always like to be able to face the best of the best. No excuses, but again, injuries are a part of the game. Two-one pitch from Miller to Profar, incoming. A little hezzy there. Chops that one foul. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is low and inside at the knees. 3-2 count. Count is full. Good stop there by Cal Raleigh. Come on, Bryce. Three-two pitch. Chopper right up the middle. Should be a routine play for J.P. Crawford to tie France 2 away. Watched the new episode of The Acolyte last night. Nice little battle scene in that particular episode. And I definitely enjoyed it. And then Receiver just came out on Netflix. If you remember last summer, they came out with Netflix, the special with Quarterback. That followed Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, and Patrick Mahomes. And this one has got a lot of wide receivers and one tight end, including George Kittle, Debo, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Jay Jetta, just to name a few. And so I think it's 8 episodes, about an hour apiece, 45 minutes to an hour apiece. I ended up watching the first episode just before I hopped on for the stream to prep. Definitely worth watching. I would highly recommend it. It'll get you ready for football season. JP, throw to Ty France, bang. Easy 1-2-3 inning there for the Seattle Mariners. Arise goes down, Profar goes down with a little dribbler, and same thing with Crone Zone right up the middle. End of the first inning, 0-0, Mariners and Padres. Next up for the Mariners, had a 4-for-4 day and a solo blast. I'm not going to say he's back just yet, but it felt good to have a game like that. Center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Bring that electricity to the lineup. Julio, when you play well, the Mariners play well. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it moving. Tridents up, baby. Batting second, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Hit a home run from the left side, hit a home run from the right side. 3-for-5 day. Just as good of a day as Julio Rodriguez. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's go, big dumper. Let's keep that energy going. Nice job. And batting third, first baseman, Ty France. Let's go. Photos prep here for Megan. Go Julio. First pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Pitches outside, low and away. 1-1 count. Right down the middle, big swing and a miss. Was trying to go for a home run right there. Big whiff and a miss. 1-2 count. Nice pitch by King. Let's go, Julio. Focus, baby. Tridents up. Go, Julio. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is high and inside. 2-2 count. Good awareness by J-Rod. Let's go. Two pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Oh, nice. I don't play too many mobile games, but I might check that out. Julio fouls that one back behind the plate. Count remains 3-2. Let's go, J-Rod. Bring that electricity, baby. 3-2 pitch. Chops that one foul. At least he's battling. Three-two pitch. Right down the middle. Struck him out looking. Nice punch out that by Michael King. All right, looks like where are we at? We're at 13-14. We need 6 more likes to get to 20. We want to try to get to 20 within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall. Good start for us. Big punch out there on Julio. It's all right, Julio. Hopefully next at bat you'll get going. Next up for the Mariners, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Go, Cal. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. You're not going to see too many players from the Mariners hit home runs from both sides of the plate, but that's what we ended up getting yesterday from big dumper Cal Raleigh. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. You could probably name a few players that have been MVPs for the Mariners this year. Cal Raleigh, Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz, just to name a few. And hopefully Julio can get hot to add that name to the list as the second half of the season comes around after the All-Star break. Pitch is outside, 3-0 count. All right, here we go, baby. Yeah, this is their best pitcher, Captain Oreo. So I don't expect us to put up 6, 7, 8, 9 runs today. It might be one of those games where we only put up 3 or less, but I'm hoping that we can put up 4 or 5. At least 1 or 2 while King is in the game, and then after he goes out, hopefully in like the 5th or 6th inning, then we can rack up a couple more, and hopefully we can win this game like 5-4, something like that. I mean, depending on if the Padre bats are going to be lighting up today. But if it ends up being a 3-2 win, I don't really care how we win as long as we win. There we go. We'll take a walk. Cal Raleigh to first base. Let's go, baby. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. Elliot is a big Padre fan. He was mentioning yesterday that this is their best pitcher. Yu Darvish is injured right now. They have a few injuries currently. Obviously Xander Bogaerts, Fernando Tatis Jr., Musgrove, just to name a few, as well as Wandy Peralta. So at this point, Michael King is their best pitcher at this very moment. So I wouldn't expect a whole lot, but I hope we can find a way to get into a nice rhythm and feed off that momentum from yesterday and from that amazing matchup that we had against San Diego with Julio and Cal's bat getting very hot. Top of the second, 0-0 Mariners and Padres. Runner at first. 1 away. 0-1 count from King to France. Ty smacks that down towards third base, behind in the count, 0-2. Come on, Ty. Focus, baby. We need that electricity out of you as well. Let's go, Ty. Pitch is low and outside, 1-2 count. One-two pitch from King to France, right down the middle with the punch out, and Cal Raleigh safe at second. Man, Cal Raleigh can really steal some bases, can he? I don't think he's got called out all year. I think he's now 5 for 5 or 6 for 6. Unbelievable. Cal Raleigh trying to steal bags like Julio? Unbelievable. Ty France with the strikeout. Next up, second baseman Jorge Polanco. So Polo can continue his little mini hot streak, going 2 for 4 yesterday. Polo, dribbler. Oh, the first baseman missed it. There we go. Yes. Hell yeah. 1-0 Mariners. Unbelievable. Polo? My goodness. 2 good games in a row for Jorge Polanco. Maybe the Boo Birds are going to slowly stop now if he keeps doing like this. My goodness. Nice job, Polo. A lucky play to get that baseball past first base, reached on an error. Raleigh scored on that error, but we'll take it. Luis Arise with a very rare error. Next up, third baseman Hollywood Josh Rojas. Rojas right up the middle. King is there. Throw to first. Got him. But the damage is done. 1-0 Mariners, and we'll take that. You know, we know how bad Polo has been. He's been probably our worst player that's been an everyday player on the roster this year. But in the last 2 games, yesterday he went 2 for 4. He ends up getting a big RBI and a big hit. And it was more than likely kind of a fuck up by Luis Arise. But still, Polo hit it. And again, if it wasn't for Polo, we wouldn't be ahead 1-0. And again, getting runs and hits early is going to be a key thing for us to be able to steal this game on the road in San Diego. Here we go. I got some photos lined up here for you. We're at 10, 90 to go. Go to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Mariners, baby. Polo, unbelievable. See who's up next here for the San Diego Padres. Due up for the Padres, DHing today, Manny Machado. Batting second in the 5-hole, third baseman Donovan Solano. And batting third, center fielder Jackson Merrill. Starfleet Gold. First pitch from Bryce Miller to Manny Machado is high, out of the zone, 1-0 count. Pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 count from Bryce Miller to Manny Machado. And very unusual for Manny not to be playing third base. They're having him DH today, but whatever floats their boat if they think that's going to be the best lineup for them to win. 1-1 pitch from Miller to Machado. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 1-2 count. One-two pitch from Miller to Machado. Chop that one foul. Oh, you can definitely borrow his bucket. He's making food right now. I think he went to go make lunch. Since everyone is on a different type of time zone. So it's like 8, 9 in the morning for you in Australia on Thursday. And it's like 1 o'clock his time here on Wednesday. 3 hours difference from me, where it's 4:04 Pacific here. Pitch is high in the zone. 2-2 count to Machado. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is low and outside. 3-2 count. Count is full to Manny Machado. Go Bryce. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Machado fouls that one back, and if you're just tuning in, Cal Raleigh scored on an error. Polanco safe at first on a fielding error by first baseman Luis Arise. So Polo ends up getting the RBI. 1-0 Seattle. 3-2 pitch from Miller to Machado. Dribbler right up the middle. Polo, throw to France. 1 away. Next up for the Padres, third baseman Donovan Solano. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love ya, and I appreciate you. All right, let's see. We're at 15 likes. We need 5 more to get to 20. We're trying to get to 20 within the first hour. Now we're at 16. 4 more to go to hit the goal in the first hour. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count to Donovan Solano. And I'm super happy that the heat wave is finally done here in Oregon. We had 100 to 103 degree temperature for about a week, 5 to 7 days. And we're finally down to about 88 to 92 for the next 10 days. But, 88 to 92 is a hell of a lot better than 100 to 103. So we'll take it. Nice foul ball for a souvenir for the fan there in about the 10th row. All right, we're on the same time. Darren in the building. What's good? One-two pitch. Dribbler off himself. Count remains 1-2. Oregon in the building. Always. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Seattle. One-two pitch from Miller to Solano. Pitch is low and into the dirt, cradled by Cal Raleigh. 2-2 count. Go, baby. Marinez and Padres, 1-0 Seattle. 2-2 pitch, dribbler, right past Polo. Nice base knock by Donovan Solano. Come on, Bryce, we need you to focus. Next up for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill. First pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Go Mariners. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is in there for a strike. Right on the corner of the zone. Behind in the count 0-2. Pitch from Miller to Merrill. Little blooper over Rojas's head. Now you got runners at first and second with 1 out. Nice little run here by Solano and Merrill with back-to-back singles. Next up for the Padres, right fielder David Peralta. And hopefully we can force David Peralta to hit into a double play. We're going to need it here. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, DX. First pitch fouled off by Peralta towards third base. 0-1 count. We're at 10, 90 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're going to try to hit 20 within the first hour. 30 to 50 for the stream overall, and then 100 in the donos on every single stream as long as we're grinding, like we do every single day. Big swing and a miss behind the count for Peralta, 0-2 count. Let's go, Bryce. 0-2 pitch. Chopper. Fucking A, man. Now you got back-to-back-to-back singles. Crazy. Solano, single. Jackson Merrill, single. Peralta, single. Now we got bases loaded with one out. Come on, fucking Bryce. Next up, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. Got to find a way to get a double play here. Yeah, I was going to say, you probably want to turn the difficulty down if that's happening. Come on, Mariners. And this is why Bryce is the, fifth best pitcher on the squad. Sometimes Bryce will get hot, but sometimes he's a little unreliable, kind of like Castillo. It's like sometimes you're going to have those epic days where you're going to get 8, 9, 10 Ks, and there's going to be other days where they're going to give up 8, 9, 10 hits, and it's brutal. And it's kind of looking like it might be one of those brutal days here for Bryce Miller, but hopefully we can find a way to get out of this inning without giving up too much. Hopefully one run or none. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Seattle. Bases loaded with one out. Big swing and a miss from Miller to Ha-Seong Kim behind in the count 0-2. I mean, I'll take back-to-back strikeouts from Kim and Sullivan, but, if we can get a double play, I'll take that too. Come on, Mariners. Let's go, Bryce. 0-2 pitch. Ha-Seong Kim fouls that one off towards first base. Foul. Nice souvenir. Come on, Mariners. Dig deep. And then after this particular game ends, this 2-game series is over. And then we end up going to Los Angeles, and we have a road trip where we play the Angels on 4 consecutive days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all of the games are going to be in the evening around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing at 1 for the rubber match. Pitch is hot. 1-2 count to Ha-Seong Kim. And if you're just tuning in, Cal Raleigh scored on an error by Luis Arraez. Polanco hit it towards first base. Arraez had a fielding error, and Polanco got the RBI, which is very surprising because he's been ass all year. 2 for 4 last night, and he starts off his day 1 for 1 to give us the 1-0 lead. Ha-Seong Kim fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Come on, Mariners. Dig deep. I mean, Bryce has always been our 4th or 5th best pitcher. So, sometimes he's going to play good. Sometimes he's going to play ass. But he normally sucks on the road. His ERA on the road is like 5 and above. And then at home, it's going to be around 2 or 3. So, Kim pops up to Julio. Julio throws home. Arraez is going to try to tag. Get him! He's out! Yes! Woo! Yeah! Boom! 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 That's what I'm talking about. Julio Rodriguez, no fly zone. Let's go. Julio to Cal Raleigh. Don't even try to run against us, baby. Bang! What a throw by Julio to Cal Raleigh. And we get out of that inning unscathed. Let's go. And those are the type of plays that you have to make if you want to try to win a game against a team where, it doesn't really look like you're going to win after having a big offensive explosion yesterday with 8 runs. Normally, the Mariners can't do it 2 days in a row. So what a game-saving play there by Julio Rodriguez. And that probably saved at least 1 or 2 runs, because if that ended up being safe, chances are the run would have continued. Let's go, baby. Fuck yeah. Nice job by J-Rod. No fly zone, baby. Good shit. I love defense. I like all-around players in sports. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, baseball, football, hockey. I like to see effort, not just offensively, but defensively. It takes a lot more effort to be able to come up with plays like that. Nice job by Julio. Nice job by Cal with the tag. I love it. 1-0. Mariners. End of the second inning. Let's go to the top of the third and see who's up next for Seattle. Next up for the Mariners in the 9-hole, left fielder, it's Demo Dylan Moore. Back at the top of the order, 0 for 1 in the 1-hole, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And batting third this inning, DHing for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Let's go, baby. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that a lot of us go through on the daily or in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit into the darkness, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Cut back on the fast food, eat a little bit healthier. If you're not exercising, go for a walk a couple times a week. You'll feel a hell of a lot better. And listen to music 30 minutes a day or more. It'll help you come out on the other side a better person, and a better person will lead to being back to your normal self, and then you can win the day. Big facts. Let's go, Demo. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. Tyler in the building, what's good? Well, we got our 50th win, so, it feels good. We're on track to, make the playoffs. Hopefully we can end up winning the division. We know the Astros will be creeping up after the All-Star break, but, hopefully we can find a couple batters and a couple pitchers. Santos is back, so that's essentially like having a Matt Brash in the lineup now. So it's like we got Stanek, Santos, obviously there, and Andres Munoz. So, adding these pieces obviously are going to be nice that have been injured. And also, adding a couple bats, into the lineup could really help us go from, being a kind of a contender, making the playoffs and maybe, losing in the first round, or maybe winning one round and then, losing in the next. Or if we can overachieve, maybe we can end up making the ALCS either this year or next year, but we still need a few more pieces to get there. 3-2 pitch. Popped up a mile. Solano is there. 1 away. Down goes Demo. Next up, shortstop, 0 for 1, J.P. Crawford. Let's go 1 for 2, baby. Let's get it. First pitch fouled off, 0-1 count. All right, we're at 17 likes. We need 3 more to get to 20. And again, if you're in the room and you haven't smashed the like button yet, it looks like we have 4 people that haven't done it yet. But hopefully we can get at least half of those 4 to do it, and we'll be at the goal. We're at 18 likes. We need 2 more to get to 20. Oh, 2 pitch to J.P. Crawford. Pitch is outside. 1-2 count. Matt, do you have Netflix? Have you got a chance to watch any of the documentary Receiver on Netflix, going over the receivers that are in the game, as well as George Kittle at tight end? Very good. I've only watched 1 episode so far, but I think there's 8, and I will finish it by tomorrow. As soon as this game is over, I'll take Paisley for a walk, and then I'll probably dive in for another 3 or 4 episodes tonight, and then 3 or 4 episodes tomorrow. But it's just as good as quarterback with Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, and Patrick Mahomes. Receiver ends up having a few more additional members added on. So you're getting more than just 3 people. You're getting like 5 or 6 on the show, which is awesome. DX with a 5er. Appreciate you. Got to get some dinner in, yeah. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for a photo, and I got you. Appreciate you, DX. We're at 15, 85 to go. Elliott in the building. What's good? You had bases loaded, and Arise tried to tag up from third, and Julio threw him out. Great throw, and you guys probably would have scored 1 to 3 runs in the bottom of the second inning. And Luis Arise also ended up having a fielding error where Polanco ended up having a single going through Arise's legs, and then we ended up getting Cal Raleigh to score, and that's where we're at right now with a 1-0 lead. Nice defense there by the Padres. Let's go to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Seattle. I put your boy on the thumb for you. Throw it far, hit it far, jerks in profile. It's a little bit more competitive here today. Obviously, you got your best pitcher on the mound, Michael King. So, we'll see what happens here with Bryce Miller and King. Take a look at the quick stat line for Elliott since he just hopped in the room. All right, Michael King, the best pitcher on the Padres. 3 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So right now he's pacing for about 8 to 12 Ks. We'll see how many he ends up getting. 7-5 record, 3.51 ERA, and he's pitching like it. And then for Bryce Miller, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits. Let's see here. No, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 0 Ks. So I don't know how many Ks Bryce is going to end up getting. He might end up only getting 4 to 7 for the game, but if we can get a lot of cheap grounders and pop-ups, we'll take it. Even if we only win this game 3-2 or 4-3, we're going to try to do everything in our power to try to get the dub. And then obviously the Padres are going to do everything in their power to even up the series, since this is only a 2-game series, and then we go on a 4-game set to Los Angeles to play the Angels. See who's up next here for Elliott's Padres. Next up for the Padres in the 9-hole, catcher Brett Sullivan. Batting second, first baseman Luis Arise. Obviously getting tagged up there, from Julio to Cal, and obviously having that fielding error. Very weird, odd game for Luis Arise, and we'll see if he can make up for it in the box. And batting third, throw it far, hit it far, left fielder Jurickson profile. I had to hit him on the thumb for you. Ryan Bliss, good choice. Exactly what I was about to say. You got it. Sullivan popped out to J.P. Crawford, 1 away. Next up in the box, in the bottom of the third, first baseman Luis Arise. Tough game for him, considering he's one of the best pure hitters in baseball right now. Fielding error at first from Jorge Polanco's base hit that should have been an easy out, and then Cal Raleigh scored. Then he tried to, test Julio's arm from third, tagging up from third to home, but he couldn't make it in time and gets thrown out at home, and that definitely saved us. There's a chance that they would have put up 1 to 4 runs if that would have ended up being safe. 1-0 pitch right down the middle from Miller to Arise. 1-1 count. I got a couple Ryan Blisses here on hand, and we'll get a couple up after this as well. Great two-way player. Got good speed on the bags, and a very likable player. Someone that I think that you can easily root for. It's a lot easier to root for Ryan Bliss than it is for Jorge Polanco. But again, Polanco has had pretty good start in the last game or two. 2 for 4 yesterday, which would have been third best. Julio went 4 for 4, right, with a solo dinger and RBIs galore, right? One of the best games Julio's had all year. Then Cal Raleigh went 3 for 5, homers from both sides of the plate. And then third best player, believe it or not, was Jorge Polanco, who went 2 for 4. So not that we're going to see him do that often, but he's already 1 for 1 today with an error, by Luis Arise. So hopefully we can get another 2 for 4 day from Polo. We might need it if we're going to win today. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Mariners. 2-2 pitch. Lasered into first base, foul territory. 2-2 count. Come on, Bryce. Focus, baby. Two-two pitch. That one chopped towards third base. Another laser. Calm, cool, collected. Come on, Bryce. You got this. Two-two pitch for Miller to Arise. Line drive. Polo is there. Throw to France. 2 away. Good defense by Polo. Never thought I would say that, but here we are. Next up, left fielder. Hit it far, throw it far. Jurickson profile. He's 0 for 1. Let's see if he can make it 1 for 2. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if either both players don't hit homers today. It's pretty rare, to have homers on both sides of the plate, and then Cal to hit another one on the following day. Same thing with Julio. It's like not very common for those guys to hit homers on back-to-back days. Not saying that it's impossible, but we're also going against the Padres' best pitcher. So if we were going to get a homer out of Julio and Cal, it's not going to be until probably the 7th inning or later. But if it ends up being a low-scoring affair, as long as we win, I don't care if it's 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, we'll take it. But it's going to be a little bit harder, I think, today. A little bit easier for the Padre players to hit since they got our worst pitcher on the mound, Bryce Miller, besides Emerson Hancock. And obviously they have Michael King on the mound, which, Elliott mentioned is their best pitcher. So probably not going to get a whole lot out of Michael King. Maybe one more run out of him if we're lucky. And then we'll hopefully get 2 or 3 runs on the bullpen so we can hit 4 or 5. That one fades foul. Nice catch by that fan. Bobbled it against his chest, but he caught it. Nice job. Yeah, Profar is more locked in. It's like Arise is kind of going on a little bit of a slump, it seems like. But again, for a guy that's batting over 300, I don't know if that's really a slump. I guess going from 400 to 300 is a slump, but again, most guys can't even get to 300, let alone 350 or 400, like Luis Arise did earlier in the year. So, again, he's just got to be able to find that proper rhythm. And it also depends on what pitching staff he's going against too. But Profar has been great for you guys. Popped up to Demo. 3 up and 3 down. End of the 3rd inning. 1-0 Mariners. I'll take it. Go to the top of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a K. Right fielder today, Luke Rayleigh. Let's go, Luke. Luke has been on a little bit of a slide as of late. Hopefully he can get back on track. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K. Center fielder, no fly zone, went 4 for 4 yesterday, and a solo dinger. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Bring that energy, bring that electricity. Let's go, Julio. Trident's up. And batting third, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. 0 for 0 with a run and a base on ball and hit homers on both sides of the plate, left and right yesterday. The MVP for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Yeah, you definitely need Tatis and Xander Bogaerts. I mean, having both of those guys in the lineup gives you a little bit more swagger. I mean, that's kind of scary to think. If you had, those 2 guys in the lineup, so you got Xander Bogaerts, right? And you already lost Juan Soto on top of it already, him going to the Yankees. But to see like how dominant your team could be if they were healthy. So Soto's gone to the Yankees, right? So now you got Fernando Tatis, obviously injured, junior, right? Xander Bogaerts is injured. You got those two. Then you got Luis Ariz, that's a third good hitter. Profar, fourth good hitter. Cronzone, fifth good hitter. Manny Machado, sixth good hitter. And then you got sleeper players in Solano, Merrill, Peralta, Kim, and Sullivan, and whoever else that they have, like Higgy at backup catcher and whatnot. So, again, it's just about getting guys healthy at the right time. But there's not very many teams that got, a Tatis, right? On top of an Ariz, a Profar, a Cronzone, a Machado, and all the rest. Pretty impressive. There we go, Luke. Luke Rayleigh with a nice little bloop single. I like that, baby. There we go, Luke. Get back on track, my brother. Let's go. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up, baby. Lock in. See if he can go for 2 for 4 today after having an amazing 4 for 4 performance. I think things are really going to open up once the starting pitching goes out. Once Bryce Miller goes out and once, King goes out, I think that's when, there's going to be a lot more plays to be had. We're actually extremely lucky that Ariz had that error because it would be 0-0 right now. Or if Julio's throw wasn't as good, maybe the score is 3-0 right now, Padres. So we got extremely lucky with 2 different scenarios. Ariz with the error by Polanco's hit, drive in Cal Raleigh, from second base after he stole first to second, which is weird, but he's starting to get good at stealing bags. And then obviously Ariz trying to tag up from third, and Julio said, no, not today. Gave him the Mutombo finger, and that definitely saved us at least 1 to 4 runs. Because I really do feel, on that 2-out play, if Ariz tags up and scores, and it ends up being 1-1, chances are they score at least another run in that particular inning, maybe more. Momentum is a motherfucker in sports. Uncle Mo. Top of the 4th, 1-0 Seattle. Runner at first. 1-2 count to my boy, Julio Rodriguez. And again, don't be surprised if Julio and Cal struggle until we get into the 7th inning and beyond. I wouldn't expect a whole lot out of both guys in this matchup as long as King is in the game. You have to respect a good pitcher, regardless on how good they did yesterday. Big swing and a miss. Julio going for the fences. And there he goes, 2 away. 1 away. I got ahead of myself there. Come on, Julio. Focus, bud. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh last night became the first player in Mariners history to homer from both sides of the plate in a game twice. May 15th, 2023, July 9th, 2024. Became one of 7 catchers in MLB history to homer from both sides of the plate in a game multiple times. Pay the man. I mean, if we have to pay Cal Raleigh at some point, like 10 years, $250 million or whatever we need to do it. Like, I don't give a shit, even if they feel that's like maybe $50 million too much, that they want to pay and they want to be cheaper, like if you want to make sure you keep guys happy, you reward guys that are the most clutch in every situation. The guy's got leadership. He's selfless. He's a switch hitter. He's a catcher. He can do it all. He can hit for home run power. He can get you RBIs. He is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than Julio Rodriguez or any other player on the team. So I hope when the time is up that we, end up paying Cal Raleigh, $200 million, $250 million, $300 million. I don't give a shit. I think that even if that means that we have to cut back on a couple other players, who would we rather have? Cal Raleigh or some of the others? And I think it's pretty clear Cal deserves to be a Mariner for life. Facts. I would be so disappointed. Like, I don't get too disappointed with the Mariners, sometimes here and there, depending on, if Service and Dipoto are still, calling the shots. But again, if you can't pay Cal Raleigh, then who the hell are you going to spend money on? There goes Cal Raleigh, 2 away. mean, he does everything, and the catcher position to me is the hardest in baseball. You know, you got to really understand like all the things that you have to do to be a good catcher. And think about, you know, you got to think Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Brian Wu, Bryce Miller, Emerson Hancock. Think about how many wild pitches, even though our pitching staff is top 3 or top 5 overall, think about how many wild pitches Cal has saved that would have prevented runs of scoring. You know, a lot. You know, I can think of many, many situations where there was guys on base that would have scored if Cal didn't have good reflexes, obviously, as a catcher. So you're going to be able to find guys that can play outfield and first, second, and third base, but finding good catchers in Major League Baseball is very, very difficult. I mean, we got Adley Rutschman, Salvador Perez, and we got Cal Raleigh. Those are the 3 best in the American League and 3 of the top 5 overall. There we go. Nice job, Ty. Nice hit by Ty France there, baby. Nice job, Ty. Exit velo 103.6. France single to left. Rayleigh to second. Ty to first. We got runners at first and second with 2 outs. Next up, second baseman Jorge Polanco. And in this situation, normally the Mariner fans are already booing. But again, Polo ended up being 3rd best yesterday. Julio went 4 for 4. Cal Raleigh went 3 for 5, homered from both sides of the plate. And number 3 on the team, believe it or not, was Jorge Polanco with a 2 for 4 day. And he's starting it off today with a 1 for 1 day. Can he get another RBI here and drive in a run or 2 to give us a bigger lead? Not saying that he deserves to be starting every day, but it's nice to be able to see a player that's our weakest link kind of step up. You know, and I don't think it's going to be that often that he does this, but we have to take it. As long as he's helping the team defensively and offensively, you know, I'll quit the booing. You know, but again, if he keeps fucking up on defense, you know, and giving up, you know, double plays and bobbling a baseball here and there, not throwing efficiently to first, striking out, popping up, and grounding out, then the boos are still going to continue. But as far as what he did yesterday and so far today, it's nice to see. 1-1 pitch is low and into the dirt. 2-1 count. And even if his eyes get a little bit better, instead of all these strikeouts and, you know, hitting into double plays and pop-ups and ground outs, even taking walks or getting hit by a pitch, as long as he doesn't get hurt, we'll take that. You know, have good eyes and not swing at everything. Polanco, another hit. Look at that. Go, 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 go. Rayleigh, boom. Another RBI by Polo. You have to talk nice about a player. The sports gods hear it. They don't hear me booing. They're like, okay, this guy's being positive. Polo with another RBI. 2-0 Mariners with runners on the corners at first and third. And there you go. You know, where has this Polo been all year? All right, there we go. Good shit. Nice job, Jorge Polanco. Fucking A. Huge. If you would have told me in this game that we would have a 2-0 lead on the Padres' best pitcher, Michael King, and we would have runners on the corners with 2 outs, threatening again, and the person that knocked in both of those runs is Jorge Polanco, I would have said you're goddamn crazy. But here we are, and I guess we're all fucking crazy today. Nice job, Jorge Polanco. And I'll even give you a little bit of electricity because that's what you're giving us today. Nice job, Jorge. Fucking A. I mean, he's already 2 for 2, and he went 2 for 4 yesterday. Maybe he'll go 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 today. Who knows? Fucking Polo. My phone is blowing up right now, too, about Polo. Good for him. I mean, the last thing I really want to do is fucking boo a player that's on the team. But sometimes, you know, they need to know that you're playing like shit, and then you got a guy that's waiting in the wings, Ryan Bliss, that could, you know, potentially be playing for him right now. Now, to have Ty France playing for Tyler Locklear, fine. I think that all Mariner fans, you know, we know that that change is going to happen at some point. You know, either that or we'll grab a guy like Pete Alonso. in free agency to take over for Ty, and then we can move Ty to DH. But if Polo keeps playing like this, again, the Ryan Bliss chatter will calm down a little bit, but we still want to see Ryan get some chances, to play here and there. What that means, maybe Polo going to DH and Ryan getting a chance to play at second base once in a while. I'm for that as well. We got Rojas, popped it up. Should be a routine play for the Padres here. And they leave two stranded, but the damage is done. Polo with another RBI, this time scoring Luke Raley, 2-0 Mariners. Fucking A, let's go. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Where are we at? There we go. We ended up hitting 20 likes within the first hour. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're at 20. We're trying to get to 30 to 50. 10 more to get to 30. Let's go, baby. Good start for the Mariners. 2-0 Seattle. Let's see who's up next here for the Padres. See if Elliott can get some timely hits or RBIs or a notable home run here sooner than later. Next up for the Padres, 0 for 1, but had a solo smash yesterday to get them on the board. Second baseman, the Crone Zone, Jake Cronenworth. Could he go yard here at this at-bat? You never know. Batting second, 0 for 1, DHing today for the Padres, Manny Machado. And batting third, 1 for 1, third baseman, Donovan Solano. And I don't think anyone projected in this matchup that Solano, Merrill, and Peralta would be the guys that have hits. And then Arise, Profar, Crone Zone, and Machado haven't really been able to get anything going against Bryce Miller, but it is still early. Exactly. He's got to feel great. You got to think. I don't think I've seen back-to-back games that Polo has played good all year. This is the first time, and we're like halfway through the season. So, hey, he ended up going 2 for 4 yesterday. And, has 2 RBIs here today. And not only does he have 2 hits, he's got 2 hits that led to 2 runs. So it makes it even more impactful that Polo is playing well. It's not just 2 singles and it didn't lead to anything and guys got stranded. He ended up getting a single off an error off a rise and then another single. And then we brought in 2 runs, Cal Raleigh and Luke Raley, and we're sitting at a 2-0 lead with arguably, maybe our worst pitcher on the mound besides Emerson Hancock and Bryce Miller. But we'll take it. DX with a 5er. It might be. It might be an imposter. I don't even know if it's really him, but it says Polanco on the back of the jersey. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to see for a player, and I got you. For real, though, it might end up leading to a home run in the next inning. Like I said, we're kind of building momentum. It's like you got to warm up the truck early in the morning. You've got the frost off. And then obviously we're starting to heat up, and it feels like a home run is like it's like lurking. And I don't know if we're going to get it in the 5th or the 6th, or we're going to have to wait to the 7th, 8th, or 9th. But it kind of feels with these Polo RBIs. Not saying that Polo is going to be the one that gets a home run, because if he does, it'll be the best game that he's had in a Seattle Mariner uniform. And it might put the nail in the coffin in the San Diego Padres if he does something like that. But it's still early. Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Seattle. There we go. Mariners got a good record, 7-2 against the Padres, and we're terrible on the road. So for us to actually have success on the road is kind of shocking. Crone Zone with a nice single after I talked him up. And again, he was the one that got the momentum going for the Padres yesterday, even though it looked terrible, for the first few innings. But, the Crone Zone is a very underrated player. Doesn't get the pub that Tatis does, or Arise, or Profar, or Machado, but he is a guy that steps up often. Next up, DHing today, not playing third base, Manny Machado. Machado, center field, Julio's there, 1 away. Nothing for Machado at that at-bat. Sorry, Manny. Next up for the Padres, third baseman, 1 for 1, Donovan Solano. 5, 6, 7 hole has been very good for the Padres. Now they just need the 1, 2, 3, 4 to catch up. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. That's good, Brian. That's good. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Seattle. Runner at first, 1 away. And just a heads up, it's not Brian or Ryan, it's Orion. Like this on the screen. Like the constellation. O-R-I-O-N, not Brian. Nice double play there by the Mariners. End of the fourth inning, 2-0 Seattle. Let's go. We're at 20. Let's get to hundo. 80 to go. DX, what do you want to do for photos? Let me know. Led the league with 13 homers. All right, when's the last time he gave up a homer? Do you remember? And if we end up getting a homer, it probably won't be on Michael King. It'll be against your bullpen. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1, left fielder, Dylan Moore. Batting second, shortstop, 0 for 2, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. And like I mentioned at the early part of the broadcast, Dominic Canzone was placed on the 10-day IL injured list with a right adductor strain. And they brought up Jonathan Clase back up from AAA Tacoma. So I'm excited about that. Prayers up, to Dominic Canzone. He wasn't really doing a whole lot for us anyways. But again, you want to make sure a guy is healthy. We're going to need everyone healthy. Obviously with, the schedule coming up and we're getting into the trade deadline, all-star game, and then obviously the second half of the season. Rest up and get healthy, Dominic Canzone. So we'll probably see a little bit of Jonathan Clase. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Demo in the outfield. And you would assume Luke Raley will be in left field or right field. And then either Demo, Haniger, Jonathan Clase kind of rotating and platooning on the other spot. Bryce is our worst pitcher on the staff besides Emerson Hancock. And again, on the road, his ERA is usually like 5 or 6, but at home, it's usually like 2 or 3. He almost is like doubled up on ERA when he's on the road, regardless on who we play, a good team or a shitty team. But at least today, for the Padres, who are going to be like a wild card team, them and the Cardinals are going to be really battling it out for, one of those spots towards the end of the year, as long as they can stay healthy. But I am a little shocked that Polo is playing, as well as he is with the 2 RBIs. And I'm actually a little surprised that we're up 2-0 right now with Michael King, their best pitcher on the mound. But we'll see how the game goes after the starting pitching goes out. Pitch is low and into the dirt from King to Demo, 2-2 count. Because I really think the only pitcher that Bryce, you can say that he's better than is probably Emerson Hancock. Because I would probably go Logan Gilbert 1, little dribbler, throw to first. Good defense there. 1 away. I would go Logan Gilbert, our all-star 1. George Kirby, definitely number 2. And then I probably would go Brian Wu 3, Luis Castillo 4, Bryce Miller 5, and then Emerson Hancock 6. And again, sometimes, you're going to end up having great games out of Bryce Miller and Luis Castillo. And other times they're going to get absolutely fucking rocked. But you could also say that for Logan Gilbert and George Kirby at the very top of the order, being at 1 and 2. Sometimes they look great, but other times they look fucking terrible. It just depends on who we're playing and if they have their good stuff and they're hitting their spots that particular morning or afternoon. Top of the fifth, 2-0 Seattle. 1 away, 0-1 pitch from King to JP. Well, Sauce isn't a starting pitcher. I'm going over the starters. Starting pitchers with, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Brian Wu, Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, Emerson Hancock. Those are all starters. And then obviously guys that are in the bullpen, I would say Bizzardo is probably the worst, and then Sauce. And then we have to go down the line on a few of the others. And then obviously Santos is back, so we'll have Santos, Stanek, Munoz, and that's just as good as having Santos, Stanek, and Seawald. So I really like what we got, in the bullpen. But again, for the guys that normally are coming in the 6th and the 7th, that normally would be Matt Brash, but he's injured all year, right? So now we have to have guys like Sauce and Bizzardo and a few of these other guys sprinkled in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I don't really feel comfortable with those guys, but again, as long as they don't have to pitch that much, like maybe an inning, like maybe 1 out for Sauce, he can get out of it. But if he has to start at the top of an inning and get 3 outs, he's fucked. Same thing with Bizzardo, as far as our bullpen is, we could definitely use some better 6th and 7th inning pitchers, because I think in the 8th and the 9th inning, Santos, right, Stanek, Munoz, we're solid there. We got one of the best trios with those 3. And Santos looked very good yesterday, pitching over 100 miles an hour in 5 consecutive pitches. So I like what I'm seeing there. But I would say Bizzardo and Sauce are probably the best pitcher or the worst pitchers overall on the staff as far as bullpen guys. 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Seattle. This might be the first and only time that we do Polanco photos, huh? But as long as he's doing well, we have to give him the love and the praise, right? We can't just keep shitting on him when he plays well for us, right? And maybe a crazy home run will be lurking and looming in the in the near future. Maybe Polo will go a yard against the Angels. It wouldn't surprise me. It seems like his confidence is getting a little bit better, and he is due for a home run. It feels like he hasn't hit a home run in a fucking long time, right? So maybe against one of the shitty Angels pitchers, maybe Polo goes yard. That would gain some more confidence for him. I'd rather still have Ryan Bliss playing. Let's not get it twisted. I think Bliss is more likable. He's faster on the bags. He can steal bases. He has a better chance to score from first to home and second to home. But as long as Polo is doing Polo things, then we got to make sure we're giving him that proper love. Hell, if it wasn't for Polo, we wouldn't have a 2-0 lead. Nice job, Polo. That might be the first time that I've said that all year. Nice job, Polo. And if you're just tuning in, Michael King, their best pitcher. Top of the 2nd, Cal Raleigh scored on a fielding error by Luis Arise. Polo had a nice little single that went past him through his legs. 1-0 Mariners in the top of the 2nd. And then in the top of the 4th, Polo singled to center. And then Luke Raley ended up scoring France to 3rd. And now we have a 2-0 lead. Teoscar for the final spot in the home run derby. Nice. The only individual in the home run derby that should have been replaced is Alec Boehm for Julio. I get it, Julio's not in the All-Star game itself, but they should make an exception to have someone that is exciting. Maybe hasn't really been that good this year at hitting home runs, but I guarantee if you put him in the home run derby, he probably would end up doing better than half of the contestants that are there, even though it's been kind of rough for him hitting home runs this year. I think more people would rather see Julio, even with his struggles, over a guy like Alec Boehm. No disrespect to the Phillies fans, but now if it's like Schwarber or Bryce, since they're injured, I get it, but Boehm, really? But the home run derby doesn't, you got Pete Alonso in there, and there's a good chance that he might win it again, but it's like we got to be able to have some better hitters in there for the home run derby, right? Next up is David Peralta. But shout out to Polo. Great game so far. Great game yesterday as well. Nothing there for Jackson Merrill. Popped out. Next up, right fielder David Peralta. First pitch is high, out of the zone, 1-0 count. Tatis would be awesome to see. Pitches inside, 2-0 count. Come on, Bryce. And again, usually with Bryce, when you know he's going to have a bad outing, or any pitcher for the Mariners for that matter, usually we're giving up like 1 to 4 runs within the first 2 innings. And if that doesn't happen, then usually around the 5th and the 6th inning, just like any pitcher, they start to get a little tired. Rojas, throw to first, to France, 2 away. But hopefully Bryce can find a way to go 6 innings, which it looks like he will. And then let's see where he has on the pitch count here. Where are you at? 62 pitches for Bryce, 78 for King. But again, with one swing, they can get right back in it. Next up, the Asian sensation, Ha Seong Kim. Nice stunner shades. I don't know. I think that was the only like participant that I was kind of like, really? Like everyone else, I think I'm okay with it, but still they don't have the best that are out there. There's a lot of people that did not, said no, or they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to get tired for the All-Star game. I get it. You know what I mean? But I mean, home run derby, to me, the MLB All-Star festivities with the home run derby and the All-Star game is the best in sports. I think the NHL All-Star game is number 2. NBA All-Star festivities are number 3. And then the Pro Bowl is trash. It's not even worth watching. There we go. Polo with some good defense there. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Miller and the Mariners. Now, if the NBA would have the best dunkers and the best three-point shooters and the best guys that have handles doing the skills competition, right? So skills competition, you got the best there, right? Best with handles, Kyrie and everyone else, right? Then you had the best dunkers in there, right? And then you ended up having the best three-point shooters. And then you ended up actually playing defense in the game, not just in the fourth quarter of the last 5 minutes. Then I think the NBA would be number 2, and then, getting closer to, contending with the MLB. But since they never have the best participants in their events and they're lazy as fuck in the game, I feel like the NHL, they actually try like the MLB. And even though you may not be an NHL fan, but if you end up seeing like the festivities that the NHL brings, they put more effort typically than the NBA does. Even though the NBA might be, maybe more popular in certain areas in the United States than the NHL. But to me, MLB All-Star festivities with the home run derby, as well as the All-Star game, is by far the best, and it has been for a long time. It actually means something. So I think, he doesn't want to get injured, and again, it would be great to be able to see like, the best of the best. Like for me in my lifetime before I die, I would love to see Aaron Judge, right? Shohei Ohtani, right? Julio, Mookie Betts, like I want to be able to see like the best of the best. Schwarber, Miller, Bryce Harper. I want to be able to see the best of the best. Give me, 5 of the top that are there. Give me, Aaron Judge. If you wanted to go Giancarlo Stanton, if you wanted to give me Julio, I just want to be able to see the best of the best. Give me Shohei Ohtani. Now, if you ended up having something like that, I don't think we would really know who would win. And again, it would be the closest thing that we would have had back when like we had Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds in the steroid era, in the home run derby going cray-cray and going crazy. I mean, could you imagine an Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Julio, Bryce Harper, and like Mookie Betts? Like if you had like those 5, or even like a Kyle Schwarber in there, you'd be like, oh wow, that would be must-see TV. I don't know who would win that either. You never know. And then of course you'd have to probably put Pete Alonso back in there. So Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Julio, Pete Alonso, and then maybe like Bryce Harper. That would be an amazing fucking home run derby. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. Luke Raley hit by a pitch. We'll take that. Got him on the elbow there. We'll take that, Luke. Luke has been struggling a little bit, but, starting to get a little bit back on track. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. Let's go. But I would assume a lot of the guys that don't want to do the home run derby, they don't want to be tired for the All-Star game. They want to just be a fan, be a fan. They just want to be able to take pictures, take video, celebrate, and just watch others, have their moment. They don't want to be gassed for the All-Star game, because the All-Star game on the MLB side, it means something, Usually the American League or National League, whoever wins, they get home field advantage in the World Series. So, and I'm not sure if the rules have changed for this year in 2024, but at least that's what it was, for the past few years. And that's why I think the MLB was always more competitive, because whoever ended up winning won home field advantage. And that's big, obviously, in the World Series. Big swing and a miss for Julio, 0-2 count. Thanks for the like and the share, Elliot. Appreciate you. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. See where we're at on the likes right now. How close are we to 30? We're at 22. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 3 more to get to 25. 2 more to get to 25. 7 more to get to 30. Let's go. At the bare minimum, we want to try to hit 30. 40 to 50 is ideal. But Teoscar being in it will be exciting. When he gets hot, he can blast some home runs. But again, being in a home run derby, it really depends on who's pitching to you as well. If you have someone that you're comfortable with, it'll definitely make it a little bit easier. You got to be able to pitch it with that right angle and that right speed. Because and you guys have seen home run derbies in the past. There goes Julio. Big strikeout again. And, for Julio to go 4 for 4 yesterday, I kind of had a feeling that he might not do as good today. Kind of felt like maybe a 1 for 4 kind of day for Julio, and he's pacing for that. Next up, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. 3 for 5 yesterday, went yard both sides of the plate, left and right. First pitch popped up to center field, 2 away. And it looks like Julio and Cal are struggling a little bit today, but we still got a 2-0 lead. Flied out to center. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Oh, yeah, elementary school, you got to think, when you're 5 to 12 years old, or primarily 7 in first grade, 7 to 12 years old, everything to you is cool. The toys, the cartoons, the baseball cards, whatever it may be at that particular time. But that's why for me, I've been a collector, of sports memorabilia and toys, since I was 5, and I'm 42. So I got a lot of my stuff. I would say probably 95% of my collection is still in the box, believe it or not. And again, just going back to a simpler time where all you had to do was wonder what time is dinner, right? And what time you had to be home, and when are our favorite programs and our cartoons on, It's like, okay, we got this schedule, TGIF, Family Matters, Step by Step, cartoons in the morning. Life was much easier back then in the 80s and 90s. Big facts. Fouled off towards third base. 0-2 count to Ty France. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. Runner at first, 2 away. 0-2 pitch from King to France. France fouls that one off towards third base. No, first base, foul. Count remains 0-2. Strike 3 to France. Thug life. What you know about that, Alvaro? Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 2-0 Seattle. Next up for the Padres, 0 for 1 catcher Brett Sullivan. Batting second, 0 for 2 first baseman Luis Arise. And batting third, 0 for 2 left fielder Jurickson Profar. Oh boy said, this gringo looks like a thug. That's what he wrote. Love it. But you didn't know I knew Spanish, huh? Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-0 Seattle. I mean, I can't help it if I'm so fresh and so clean. With the hat and the bandana and the chain, baby. Often imitated, never duplicated, baby. NWSF. Next up for the Padres, Brett Sullivan. Sullivan. All the way to the warning track. Wow. One away. Luke Raley is there. Thank God. Next up for the Padres, 0 for 2 first baseman Luis Arise. It looked like it was close. Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Mariners. Miller to Arise, pitches outside, 1-0 count. Sullivan, your third string catcher. 1-0 pitch. Chopper. Wow. Ty France with a defensive gem. 2 away. My God. Like that? Next up for the Padres, 0 for 2. Throw it far, hit it far. Jurickson Profar. We're at 20, 80 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. If you got a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the live stream. It'll help us get more people here. And shout out to Elliot, Megan, and Matt, and CL for helping your boy out. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, Big 12 with Clemson and Florida State would be stupid. But again, I mean, we're going to have to see if it ends up being like, you know, they have the Big 10 and the SEC, but at some point there might only be 3 conferences, you know, where they might try to merge, you know, like 3 powerhouse conferences, you know, where they have the ACC, the Big 12, you know, the MAC, the WAC, and they kind of like merge it all together. You know, I don't think it's going to happen, you know, in the next year or two, but I think that there is going to be some conversations on trying to kind of, you know, shrink up some of those other smaller ones and trying to combine them to make another, you know, bigger one, since the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's one thing to have like the MAC and the WAC combined. That would kind of make sense. You know what I mean? But to have ACC teams go to the Big 12, that doesn't make any sense at all. Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Mariners. But pretty much if you're in the Big 10 or the SEC, you're going to win something. If you're not in the Big 10 and the SEC, well, you better pray that if you're in the ACC, that you're going to be, you know, with Dabo and you have like a Trevor Lawrence and you got good wide receivers, and then you might be good enough to contend for like a year or two. But it seems like that era has passed for Dabo Swinney and Clemson. But that's the last time you're really going to see anybody do anything over there besides Florida State. like when they had Jameis Winston. And we'll see what they do this year. Profar is aboard. Nice little bloop single to right field there for your boy, Jurickson Profar. Nice single to right with 2 outs. Next up, second baseman, Crone Zone, Jake Cronenworth. Take a look at the pitching stats here. So Michael King, 6-inning pitch, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 Ks. And it's pretty easy to get 10 to 15 Ks against the Mariners. And then with Bryce Miller on the mound, Bryce Miller, 5.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 0 Ks for Bryce Miller, and we have a 2-0 lead. When's the last time that fucking happened? Like never. And Polo is the one that ended up getting our 2 RBIs. Like it definitely is like Stranger Things in the upside down. I thought yesterday was crazy. Today is even crazier. No Ks by Bryce Miller, and Polo's the one that's the MVP so far. Unbelievable. Pitch is high, 1-0 count. That one chopped behind the plate, foul. 1-1 count. And all it's going to take, is one swing and the game is tied. And I think Elliott knows that as well. So we'll see after Bryce goes out, there is going to be opportunities for the Padres to come back, but there's also going to be opportunities for us, even though we put up 2 on King, depending on who comes in for their bullpen, we might be able to get another 1 or 2 before the game is over. Maybe we'll end up having a 4-3 finish by the time the game is over. But we'll find out, or it might end up being low scoring, where it might end up being 2-1. But I hope for both of our, cases, hopefully it ends up being a couple runs, for both of our teams, a little bit more. We're at 20, 80 to go. Pitch is outside, 3-1 count. Give me another Crone Zone photo. I'm not a hater. 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 3-2 count. I'll even be nice enough to give you another one. And if he ends up going yard, or making a big play, so be it. I don't want it to happen. But again, I'll give you some love. Crone Zone. He's the one that got the Uncle Mo started for them yesterday. See if he can do it again here today. 3 photos for Crone Zone. Let's see if that'll lead to a hit. Or maybe his next at bat. 3-2 pitch from Bryce Miller to Cronenworth. Got him! Yeah, baby! I did my job. He just didn't do his. Here we go. End of the 6th inning, 2-0 Mariners. Nice job by Bryce Miller. One of his best outings, and he has, 1K? 1K for the day. Mariner Moose comes out finally in the top of the 7th inning with his first fucking strikeout, and we're up 2-0. Unbelievable. Nice job, Bryce. See who's up next here for the Seattle Mariners as we go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Mariners. I can't believe it. Playing so good today. 1 for 2. 2 RBIs. Jorge Polanco. Actually, 1 RBI. Come on, Jorge. Keep it moving, baby. First one obviously was an error. Then he had the RBI after that. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Polo. 1 for 2 with an RBI, even though it kind of feels like a 2 for 2 day, even though the first one was an error. Batting second, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. And batting third, left fielder, Dylan Moore. Now, if Polanco gets another hit here, I mean, he already is the MVP of this game. But, I mean, if he gets another hit here, I don't know what to say. We'll see. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dixon Way. We're at 25. Let's get to 30. Reflect with the tenor. Get that dub. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Appreciate you. $10 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Yeah, no worries, man. You know, again, Jared Kelenic is a great fit there for the Braves. You know, he would be the best hitter on the Mariners if he was on our team right now. Teoscar, obviously an all-star for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's doing fantastic. And Eugenio Suarez is probably doing the worst out of those 3 players, but still a pretty solid player for the Diamondbacks. More John. Is that any relation to Little John? 2-0 count from Mojan to Polanco. What's Polo going to give us here? I mean, he's already the MVP of this game. Fouled that one back, 2-1 count. And if you're just tuning in the top of the second, Cal Raleigh scored on an error. Polo had a hit sharply to first, Arise, fumbled the bag, and ended up scoring. So we have a 1-0 lead. Polo helped there. Then Polo in the top of the fourth singled the center, and Rayleigh scored, giving us the 2-0 lead. Only 3 hits total for the Mariners, and we have a 2-0 lead. And Bryce Miller only has 1 K. We have to be very thankful that we have a 2-0 lead right now. Polo! Polo! Oh, foul. If that was fair, that would have been a double. Wow. What's gotten into Polo today? I mean, if you really want to get me excited, go yard or get another hit. I see you, Polo. I mean, he keeps playing like this, the boos are going to stop, especially if it's going to help us win games, right? Let's go, Polo. Polo crushes that one foul. Good battle. Strike 3 on Polo. It's all right. I mean, he's already done quite a bit for us today. Can't expect him to go, 2 for 4, 3 for 4, 4 for 4, that often. Top of the 7th, 1 out. Next up is Hollywood Josh Rojas. Come on, Josh. Let's go, baby. First pitch for a strike, 0-1 count to Hollywood. Big swing and a miss. Well, we deactivated Colton Wong around the same time last year. So maybe Polo saw that stat and was like, fuck, I don't want to get deactivated. I better play good here. And last 2 games, he's been very, very good. Third best player on the Mariners yesterday after Julio's 4 for 4 and a solo blast. Cal Raleigh 3 for 5 home runs on both sides of the plate. And then Polo went 2 for 4 yesterday. And then obviously he's got both of the runs batted in for us today. So good for Jorge. I don't think I would go that far, but. Let's go, baby. Top of the 7th with 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. More John. Rojas. Line drive. Throw to first. 2 away. think we need to put Rojas higher in the lineup. You know, I know he was doing really good 300 to 350 in the 9-hole before, but I think moving him higher in the lineup will help out Hollywood Josh Rojas. But we'll see if they make any changes in the near future. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder Dylan Moore. And Dylan Moore will be getting a lot more playing time now since Dominic Canzone has that injury. So we'll see a lot more of Demo, a little bit more of Haniger, and probably a little bit more of Jonathan Clase, who got called up from AAA Tacoma. I would like to see Tyler Locklear get called up, but again, if Ty France isn't injured, we're probably not going to see him. And it's nice not to have a heat wave either, going from 100 to 103 to 88 to 92. So it's still hot, but we're going to have 88 to 92 temperatures for the next 10 days instead of having 7 days in a row of 100 to 103. That was too much. Top of the 7th, 2-0 Seattle, 2 outs, 1-2 count from Morjon to Demo. 1-2 pitch. In there for a strike, but called ball, 2-2 count. Should have been a punch out there, but we'll take that. And it sounds like Brian Wu is going to be back in the rotation here in just a couple days. And another pitch that was in the strike zone that should have been strike 3, called ball, 3-2 count. Padre fans can't believe it. And we got a 4-game set against the Angels, and I'll be doing all of those games. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6:30 start Pacific, and then Sunday it's at like 1 for the rubber match. And hopefully we can win 3 out of 4. Best case scenario, we sweep and we win 4 out of 4, but we obviously understand how tough it is to win 4 games out of 4 against an opponent, regardless if they're a great team or a shitty team. So we want to shoot for 3 for 4, best case scenario 4 for 4, but realistically it might be 2 for 4. And then we don't want to go 1 for 4, and I don't think there's any scenario where we get swept. But worst case is we only win 1, but I don't think that's happening. It's not like they got Ohtani and Trout in their prime going against us. So. Here we go, Demo. Here we go. Nice job, Dylan. Single to right. Top of the 7th with 2 outs, runner at first. Nice follow-through swing, pulling that baseball. Another individual that we need to get going. 0 for 3 with a K. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go, J.P. Morjon instead of Morjon. Morjon. Mariner moves, baby. Let's go, JP. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's try to get to 30 likes. We want to try to shoot for 30 to 50 on every stream. And the crazy thing is, Reflect, I don't know if you saw it early on, but Cal Raleigh ended up stealing another bag from first to second and being safe. And then Polo ended up knocking him in. So, you know, if we didn't end up having that extra effort out of Cal Raleigh, you know, going to second, you know, maybe the score is 1-0 right now instead of 2. And I believe he's like 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 this year in stealing bags for a guy that might be, you know, one of the heaviest players on the team. You know, they don't call him Big Dumper for nothing, you know. But to go 5 for 5 or 6 for 6, obviously great timing by Cal Raleigh stealing bags. 1-0 count to JP. That one fouled off towards first base. 1-1 count. Yeah, the glutes are not just for catching. 1-1 pitch. That one fouled off towards third base. 1-2 count. Come on, JP. One-two pitch. Pitch is high. 2-2 count. Let's go. Let's go, JP. Throw to first, safe. Wild throw. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. There we go. Demo to third, baby. Get some insurance. It's like Reflect said, we need it. Let's try to get to 3 or 4. Let's go. Wild throw there by the third string catcher. That one looked a little ugly there by Brett Sullivan. Elliott pulling his hair out right now. So what kind of fucking throw was that? Three-two pitch. Good eye. Pitch is low and inside at the knees. In the dirt, J.P. Crawford walks. We got runners on the corners on first and third for Morihan versus who's up next for the Mariners. It's DH specialist Mitch Garver. 0 for 3 with a K. Is it time for some electricity and for him to go yard? Is it time for a Garv bomb? Or are they going to make a pitching change? Nice job, JP. Good eyes. Pitching change incoming. All right, we got 66 people watching. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. We got half watching on YouTube, half watching on Twitter/X. We need 3 more people to get to 30. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're at 27. We want to hit 30 to 50. It really helps out with the algorithm and the metrics. And if you're watching on the Twitter/X side, hop on over, smash the like button. And then if you feel like staying and you want to comment, please do. Or if you just want to smash the like button and go back to Twitter/X and just watch, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Lauren with the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Appreciate you. Instead of Morian, Lesion. Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's see who are they bringing in? They are bringing in Estrada. You get your wish. Estrada with a 2.84 ERA. Let's go, Garv. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. These are things that a lot of us go through on the daily or have gone through in the past. And, you know, it's happened to me, you know, and again, sometimes you got to get away from toxic people and you got to be able to blaze your own trail. You know, you can't follow the crowd, and you want to make sure that you're doing basic things in your daily routine. So that way you don't feel like your mind is wandering and you go through the darkness, right? So exercise a lot. Eat healthy, listen to music, you know, make sure you're keeping up with friends. You know, if you do this, if you just do like the basic things, you know, you'll find yourself, you know, kind of going through the motions. But if you actually put effort to make sure that you're trying to win the day, at the end of the day, more chances than not that you will. But it's all about the people that aren't making an effort, and that's when you end up going into the darkness. You know, where you're giving up on everything. You know, you're giving up on your friends. You're giving up, you know, on getting outside. You're giving up on eating healthy. You're giving up on exercise. You know, the blinds are closed the whole day. You know, and that doesn't do anything good for you. You want to make sure that you're getting outside. You're getting that exercise. You're eating healthy. You're spending time with your friends and your pets. You're listening to music. And the more that you do that, and the more effort you put out, the better results that you're going to get. And I'm a great example of that. Big facts. I mean, just about a year and a half ago, I weighed 270. I'm down to 188, and again, it's probably the best I think I've looked and felt since high school. And that was a long time ago. I graduated in 2000. It's 2024. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. But it's all about putting out that effort. And if you're willing to put the effort out for your goals and dreams, or just your everyday, personal health, you can get good results. It's all about having discipline and getting the job done. You got to believe in yourself, stay disciplined, which is probably the hardest thing to do in life. You have to have the discipline. And if you have the discipline, you can get shit done. Big facts. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate you. Thank you for the like and the share on the Twitter/X, on the post and the live stream. Appreciate you, as well as smashing the like button as well. Lauren, Elliot, Megan, Sayal, and Matt, thank you to you on the Twitter/X side. And we need just a couple more to get to 30. Let's go. Two more likes to get to 30. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Oh, wow. Most consecutive strikeouts. How many did he have? 10. All struck out swinging. Wow. What team did you play against when that happened? You remember? Socks up, steals up. Most steals in a season by a Mariner catcher. Number 4, Cal Raleigh with 5, tied with Dan Wilson in 1999. Number 3, Miguel Olivo, 6 in 2011. Bob Kearney, 7 in 1984. And number 1, you already know who it is, Dan Wilson in 1997 with 7. So Cal's only 2 steals away from tying the most steals in a season. He'll get 3 more before the season's over. Big facts. That's your random fact for the day. I'm going to be dropping all the facts. All the fun facts, baby. All right, we got Austin Voth in the game now. Manny Machado in the box. 0 for 2. Bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Mariners. We got Austin Voth on the mound. Let's go, Austin. Machado, line drive. Polo is there. Throw to France. 1 away. Defense has been superb for the Mariners today. Nice job, Polo. Nice job, Ty France. Good shit. There goes Machado, 1 away. Next up for the Padres, 1 for 2, third baseman Donovan Solano. Great defense. And that was, I think, the big part of the boos. It's one thing, if you're batting like 150, but so was JP and Julio when they were batting 1, 2, 3 at the beginning of the year. JP was batting 1, Polo was 2, Julio was 3, and they were all batting like 100 to 150. But then when Polo started making errors, defensively, and then, hitting into double plays, not being able to, manufacture double plays himself, kind of off throws to first. That's when I feel like the boo bird started coming out a little bit more, is because, again, if you can't hit, well, fuck, the whole Mariner team can't hit. The last thing that we need is a guy that can't hit and can't defend when we got a guy waiting in the wings with Ryan Bliss that looks like, he's a more rootable player that maybe can do a better job than what you're doing out there. But in the last 2 games, Polo is getting his paycheck and getting his money's worth and helping the Mariners win. Bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Seattle. Big swing and a miss. There goes Austin Voth. Nice punch out there. Nice job, Austin. Nice curve. Next up for the Padres, center fielder, 1 for 2, Jackson Merrill. First pitch low and into the dirt, 1-0 count. Yeah, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 K, but we have a 2-0 lead. And like I said, I didn't think Bryce Miller was going to end up having 7 to 10 Ks. I thought it would be like 4 to 7. I didn't think it would be 1, but again, a good outing, even though he only had 1 K. And, you know, Polo and Bryce have been the MVP so far here today. And on top of that, we were going against their best pitcher, Michael King. So 7-5 record with a 3.51 ERA, but we were lucky enough to get a little bit on him before he went out. 2-2 count with Jackson Merrill. We're at 30, 70 to go. McLemore. End of the 7th inning, 2-0 Padres. $3 holla. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $3 holla. Let me know what you want to see for photos, and I got you. I mean, that's the only name that I can think of, Mark McLemore from the Mariners, right after, you know, we ended up losing Griffey. And there might have been another player that, you know, that did that as well, but that's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. End of the 7th inning, 2-0 Mariners. Next up for Seattle, 1 for 2 with a run in a K. Right fielder, Luke Raley. Batting second after going 4 for 4, 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Come on, Julio. Let's make it at least a 1 for 4 day. Julio Rodriguez. And batting third after going 3 for 5 and homering on both sides of the plate. 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball, and a K. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And like I said at the beginning of the game, don't expect Julio and Cal to have big games after going 4 for 4 with a home run and 3 for 5 with a home run from the left side of the plate and the right side of the plate. But they can at least salvage their day by getting a base hit here and a base hit there. Let's go Mariners. Yeah, baby. I got you. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Pitch on the corner for a strike from Estrada. Still Luke Raley, 2-1 count. Come on, Luke. Reflect with the 20. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for the love and support. I wouldn't be able to do this full time without you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $20 holla. Let's go. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for photos. I can keep doing moose photos for you if you'd like. Let's go. Appreciate you. We're at 53, 47 to go. Big swing and a miss. There goes Luke Raley. Nice punch out by Estrada. One away. Reflect, did you get a chance to watch the game yesterday, or were you busy, with the family and running errands? It was an incredible game yesterday. You never know where Maurice is going to be, on open water. Shit, he might be working from home in the bushes with the laptop, right? Or he might be at the game. Mariner Moose, Maurice in the building. That's my guy. I got a nice picture that I ended up taking when I was at the game on July 4th as well. Sent it to Megan. I figured that she would appreciate it. Every once in a while, he'll walk around in the crowd. Megan got a chance to play a little chess with him when the Dodgers and Mariners ended up having that series when she made her trip to America. Pitch is low. At the knees, 2-1 count from Estrada to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. You can't go 4 for 4 and then go 0 for 4. That's why we don't want to be like, oh, he's back, right? Because you just kind of had a feeling that, it's nice to be able to see a player that's been struggling go 4 for 4, but it's not like we're going to necessarily get like that string of games that we saw with Julio where he had like 17 hits in 4 games where he went 4 for 4, 4 for 5, 5 for 5, 3 for 5. You're typically not going to get, something like that happens that often. And again, for Julio and Cal to have kind of off games after having explosion games yesterday was kind of a given. But there will be a time where we'll get back-to-back games where Julio and Cal will both rake and they'll put up amazing stats. It's just not today. But at the end of the day, all we want to do is get a dub, even if it ends up being 2-0 or 3-0 or 2-1 or 3-1 or 3-2. We just want the dub. 3-2 pitch. And did that hit Julio? No, looks like it hit the bat. Hit the knob. I thought it might have hit him, but... Three-two pitch, and there goes Julio swinging wildly at an inside pitch from Estrada. So as far as going 4 for 4, he's back. Well, not so fast. 0 for 4 in the next game, but I still love you, Julio Rodriguez. But even though he went 0 for 4 today, he ended up saving the game for us with that game-winning throw from the outfield to get Luis Arraez when he tagged up from third to home. If he didn't make that play, maybe the score right now ends up being 3-0 or 2-0 Padres, not 2-0 Mariners. And there goes Cal Raleigh with a little blooper line drive. Not a great day necessarily for Cal or Julio offensively, but at least defensively they're making some plays. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 2-0 Mariners. Let's see who's up next for the Padres. Get some more Mariner Moose photos up. Next up for San Diego. Leading off in the bottom of the 8th, 1 for 2, right fielder David Peralta. Batting second, 0 for 2, shortstop Ha Seung Kim. And batting third, 0 for 2, the third string catcher, Brett Sullivan. Let's go, baby. go, baby. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Mariners. Everybody loves Maurice. Stanek in the game, baby. Go, Stanny. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Seattle. Stanny. And I'm liking this Santos, Stanek, and Munoz. It's going to be very interesting to see how they work together. You can resend it to me. I mean, if I scroll up on the Twitter/X or Instagram feed, I probably can find it. But if you just send it to me again, it'll probably be easier. I mean, we send each other back and forth a lot of information. So there we go. Popped up. Peralta lined out to center. One away. First pitch high out of the zone, 1-0 count. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Seattle, 2-0 pitch. Try to jam Ha-Seong Kim there. That one popped foul, 2-1 count. There they are. Look at those goats. Maurice loves it. Taking advantage on every opportunity you have when you have a trip. That's what it's about. Making those core memories and making sure you have some type of memorabilia to remember the trip. That's what it's about. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Seattle. One away in the bottom of the 8th, 3-2 count from Stanek to Ha-Seong Kim. Come on, Stanny. You guys are the goats. Popped up. Jammed Ha-Seong Kim. Demo is there. 2 away. Next up for the Padres, catcher Brett Sullivan. Let's go, Stanny. Oh man, they should. They should have a baseball hat, one of the dark blues, and then just have the fake hair attached to the back. I would rock that. I definitely would buy, I'd buy that, or if they had that as a giveaway. They got the Mariner hat with the fake hair sewn in on the back of the hat. Hell yeah. Fucking mullet giveaway with a hat. That's what I would do. Mariner hat with the hair attached. It'd be dope. The photos would be hilarious because you'd get men, women, kids, everyone would be wearing them. It would look awesome. I know I would definitely go to a day if they had something like that. Maybe I should hit up the Mariners, let them know. Like, man, you gotta give Stanny a fucking memorabilia day. Like, everyone else has got bobbleheads and fanny packs and, you know, these other things. Like, we got to be able to do something for the mullet for him. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is high. 2-1 count. But I don't know where they would be able to get all the fake hair, you know, and whatnot. That would probably be a problem with that particular memorabilia piece, you know, especially if they're going to give away like 10,000. They would have to have a lot of fake hair, you know, available to sew into the back of the hat, but it would look fucking awesome. Maybe I'll just make up my own. Maybe I'll just, you know, get a wig and then I'll take it to like a seamstress type place where I get like my jerseys done, and I'll get like a Mariner hat, and maybe I can get like a Stanek, you know, like maybe like embroidered into the hat, like on the back or something, and then I can get the fake hair with the mullet sewed into the back of the hat, and then I'll wear it on stream so I can have a mullet. You know, but again, that would only be the thing that I could see that would be a problem, is that, you know, coming up with all the fake wig hair. But I guess, you know, if they were willing to spend the money, you know, on paying someone to, you know, get all the wigs and then, you know, paying a separate company to sew it in on the back, you know, then there you go. First 10,000 fans get a fucking mullet hat. Stanek. Because if they don't end up doing it, I'll just make my own. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Seattle. 3-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. Stanek. How are you letting Sullivan walk? Come on now. Stanny. Munoz warming up. We might have to bring Munoz in now. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 away. Come on, Stanek. Fuck. Line drive. Luis Arise, single to right. Sullivan to second to make up for the error that he had earlier in the matchup. Might have to pull him now. Put in Munoz. Should have put in Munoz already. Next up, left fielder, Jurickson Profar. There goes Stanek. Bye. We were trying to talk you up and trying to come up with like a promo for you for your mullet, and this is how you repay us with 2 base hits? Come on, Stanek. Next up, one of Elliott's favorite players. Throw it far, hit it far, Jurickson Profar. Got traded to the Rockies. Boo. Comes back to the Padres. Yay. And then becomes an all-star. Who would have thought? Having a great year. Great story for Profar. And if anyone's got Netflix, I highly recommend watching Receiver which is just like quarterback. When they had Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, and Patrick Mahomes, it shows a lot of behind the scenes, and it really, shows a different side of the athlete. And I thought they did a very good job with the quarterback last year. And you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Justin Jefferson. It's definitely worth a watch. I think there's 8 episodes, and I've only watched 1 episode. That's only how much time I had for earlier this afternoon. But I'll probably end up finishing it tomorrow. And after this game is over, I'll take Paisley for a walk and probably watch an additional 3 episodes tonight. And then I'll probably finish it sometime tomorrow. Highly recommend. If you're looking for something to watch, either that or Shark Week or Shark Fest, which has been very, very good on Discovery and Nat Geo. That's what I'm watching right now. Besides finishing up iZombie and Stranger Things. And then obviously we got a few other things that are going to be coming up, like Umbrella Academy. That's coming up next month. That'll be very, very good. Last season of that show. I'm definitely locked in on that. And we're getting closer and closer to football, baby. Yeah, you knew at some point he was going to at least get a hit. You would have assumed the guy that's batting 300 to 400 all year. Bottom of the 8th, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss. Andres Munoz in the game, baby, against Jurickson Profar. Go Mariners. Big swing and a miss. This is the good Munoz, baby. 0-2 count. Yeah. Great pitch. Oh-2 pitch. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 1-2 count. Let's go, Munoz. Get the job done, baby. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Seattle. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Munoz low and into the dirt. Profar does not chase. 2-2 count. Let's go, Munoz. Smoke him. Sorry, Elliot. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Sorry, E. We needed that. I know you needed it more because we beat you yesterday, but we need Munoz to be good here. We're fighting for our lives, and we're treading water, trying to stay above 500, trying to keep the Astros away. There we go. Let's go to the top of the 9th. 2-0 Mariners. Nice job, Munoz. Moose loves it. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with 2 Ks. First baseman, Ty France. Batting second. In the lineup, second baseman, the MVP of this game, Jorge Polanco. And batting third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. See if we can get one more run for some insurance. 3-0 would be better than 2-0. Yeah, and he deserved to be an all-star this year. Munoz, like, no question. Like, should have been Gilbert and Munoz. Like, no, there shouldn't even be a conversation about it. And I'm not saying that Munoz should be like the starting closer, but he definitely should have been an alternate or like a backup or someone that is deserving to get in there. That's why sometimes the fan vote is a bunch of bullshit. Because again, people are hating on the Mariners. They don't know who our players are. And again, I know that, the narrative is we can't hit, but we can fucking pitch, and you don't even acknowledge the pitchers that we have. I don't know what to say. I got you. Captain Oreo with a fiver. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Munoz, baby. That's our guy. Yes, sir. One pitch fouled off. Minding the count 0-2. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. We'll get one more from Munoz here. Captain. That's our guy, baby. Should have been an all-star. No question. Fouled that one off. 1-2 count. Come on, Ty. That's 100% what it is. Even if we're in first place, we're always going to be a small market team, that, definitely gets overlooked. I mean, I guess the only way that we don't get overlooked is if we have 15 games above 500 and we're like the top team in the American League. And at that point, you can't doubt us, and you can't, say, well, I don't think they deserve it. When you're 15 or 20 games above 500 and you're the first place or second place team overall, but if Munoz was like on the Orioles or Yankees or the Guardians or one of those teams, he would have made it. But I guess when you're on the Twins, Royals, and Mariners, you're still good, but not considered good enough, even though we're one of the top 6 teams in the American League. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Top of the ninth, 2-0 Mariners with 1 away. DX with another 2-er. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. I had a feeling that Julio and Cal weren't really going to do a whole lot today, but I definitely did not think Polo was going to be the MVP of this game, and I didn't think Bryce was going to have a good outing, considering he only had 1K and we're winning 2-0. That's a little bit shocking. Reflect with the tour. Appreciate the two of you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. And I'll be live tomorrow, I believe, at 6:30 p.m. for the next 3 days in a row, where we go to Los Angeles to play the Angels in a 4-game set. Game tomorrow, Thursday, 6:30, Friday, 6:30, Saturday, 6:30, and then Sunday, 1 o'clock. And I'll be doing all 4 games. 62, 38 to go to hit the goal. Are we at 30 likes yet? I hope so. I haven't looked in a while. What are we at? We're at 29. We need one more person to smash the like button. I want to try to get closer to 40 to 50 likes. But we are at 29. We need one more person to smash that like button. Who will be number 30? Who will help us hit the bare minimum tonight? Next up, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Ryan Bliss at first base for Polo. Nice to see Ryan Bliss get a little bit of action. Polo going back to the dugout. Had a great game today. Go, Ryan. Run those bases, baby. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. The Hollywood Josh Rojas. Suarez on the mound. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. 1-0 pitch from Suarez to Rojas. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Come on, Hollywood. Hollywood's been in a little bit of a slump. We need to get him back to being that 300 to 350 hitter as he was in the 9-hole at the beginning of the year. Throw to first to Bliss. Safe. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Come on, Hollywood. Focus, baby. Come on, Josh. Don't get down on yourself. Just let the game come to you. You don't need to press. We don't need those hits and RBIs as bad as we did at the beginning of the year. Just play loose. Have fun. Easier said than done when you play baseball. 1-2 pitch. And there goes Rojas. 2 away. Hopefully he'll be able to bounce back at some point after the All-Star break. Or maybe in the Angel series. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder, Demo Dylan Moore. 1-3, bring that electricity. Let's go, Demo. This would be a great time for an unexpected Demo 2-run blast to give us a 4-0 lead. Bliss, throw to first, safe. That's exactly what it is. Megan with a 20 because Reflect needs to see the Silver Foxes. Throw to second. Got him. What a throw. Ryan Bliss is one of the fastest on the team, and the third string catcher throws him out. Wow. Andres Munoz is still back on here in the 9th inning, though, and I like our chances. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang, bang. Silver Foxes. All the Silver Foxes. I better get to work here. Hold on, I got to make some room. Appreciate you. 20 Darahara. Appreciate you very much. We're getting closer to the goal. I gotta delete some, make some more room. Go Munoz, first pitch to Jake Cronenworth, 1-0 count. Come on, baby. Go Munoz. 1-0 pitch, pitches outside, 2-0 count. Come on, Munoz. Pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 count. Two-one pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-1 count. Sprinkle some in here in between the pitches. And there goes Crone Zone with a walk. Not the start that we want. Next up, DHing for San Diego, Manny Machado. First pitch down the middle, first strike, 0-1 count. Bottom of the ninth, 2-0 Mariners. Runner at first, no outs. In the box, Manny Machado. On the mound, Andres Munoz. Come on, baby. Pitch is inside. 2-1 count. He's missing his spots. Come on now. Yeah, he's like, he's terrible. And then he ends up getting out. Oh, shit. Oh, the fans are booing. Yeah, I just threw Stefan in as an extra as I get into Pete and some of the others and Hack. I gave you an extra. 3-1 pitch and another walk. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Munoz, what the hell are you doing, bro? Squeezing in. Come on, Mariners. Next up for the Padres, Donovan Solano. 1 for 3 with a K. Bottom of the ninth, 2-0 Mariners with runners at first and second with no outs. Fuck. Golly, are we going to lose this game? Come on, Munoz. We need a double play bad. Double play. Double play. DP. Oh, it's a foot off the plate and called strike, which it shouldn't have been. I don't know what that was. One pitch. Chopper. Double play. Throw to first. One away. At least we got one. Runners on. Runners at second and third with one out. First pitch down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Come on, baby. Oh, I got you. 0-1 pitch. That one chopped foul behind the count. 0-2. Throw to first. There we go. 2 away. Hell yeah. 1 out to go. Strike right down the middle. 0-1 count. Let's go. In the box for the Padres, David Peralta. Chopper off himself. Behind the count. 0-2. Here we go. One more strike and this game's fucking over. Let's go. Let's go. DX with a tour. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $2 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Let's go, baby. One more. One more. One more. 0-2 pitch. Into the dirt. 1-2 count. And you don't want to have his ego get crazy where you're going to go right down the middle and then they end up going for a 3-run blast and we lose. You know, you can play around a little bit in the strike zone, but you don't want to give it to him right down the middle and have this big ego. But you also don't want to be going into the dirt, you know, every single pitch either. Because at some point, he's just not going to swing. Come on, baby. We're at 84, 16 to go. Bottom of the ninth, runners at second and third, 2 away. 2-2 pitch. That one chopped foul by David Peralta. Let's go. One more strike. Let's go. Come on, Andres. You got snubbed for the All-Star game. Show it. Show that you deserve to be there. 2-2 pitch. That one chopped foul. Peralta working the count. No, I wasn't talking to you. Probably talking to myself. Bottom of the ninth, 2-0 Seattle. 2-2 pitch. Woo! Great job by J.P. Crawford. That could have been really, 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 really bad. And we get the great defensive play like I mentioned at the beginning of the game. Sorry, Elliot, GG to all the Padre fans, but we needed that one. Wow. Nice job by J.P. Crawford there. Awesome. Final score, Seattle Mariners 2, San Diego Padres 0. The Mariners sweep the Padres, and when the Mariners win, what do? We dance. Mariners win, Mariners win, Mariners win. Let's go. Hell yeah. What a game, man. Not exactly what I think either fan base was anticipating. It got a little ugly there. The Padres had a chance late, but we got it done. Nice job, Mariners. I got a couple more photos here there for Megan. Got to hit with the Jay-Z if we're already going through some Pete Carroll. I got some more Pete Carrolls for you too before I end the stream. Let's go. You might not be a silver fox either, at least in these photos, but still, I got you. Big play by J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Trident's up. Uh-oh, Sour Patch Kids are coming out. Level 10. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it'll get better. Who do you play in your next series? Let's go. Reflect with a 16er to make sure that we hit the goal. Thank you so much. We'll take it. We'll take it, Adam, any way we can get it. 1-0, 2-0, we don't care. $16 dono. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little cactus jack. Bang, 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 bang. Thank you so much. Let me know what you want to do for photos here before I go. I'll stay online here for another 10 minutes, 9 or 10 minutes. We'll make it a clean 3-hour stream. And then I'm going to go take Paisley for a walk. Let me know what you want to do, Reflect. If there's anything that you want to see, DX, anything that you want to see with your dono as well. I don't want to forget about you. And I'm just scrolling up to see if there's anyone else that I forgot. And then obviously Megan with her 20 to kind of get that dono train started. I'm going to give her a few Steve Largents here. And then let me know if there's anything else that you guys want. And I got you. Is it football season yet? You can watch Netflix's Receiver, and it'll give you a little bit of juice, as we're waiting for preseason to come along. And I've only seen one episode so far, but it's just as good as Quarterback was last year with Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. You get to see behind the scenes with George Kittle and his wife, as well as Deebo Samuel and his girlfriend or wife and kid. Very cool. And then obviously a little bit also with Amon-Ra St. Brown and his dad. And I didn't know that Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad won Mr. Universe twice. So now I understand where Amon-Ra gets his work ethic from, as well as his brother. So very cool. And that's why I like watching programs like that, because you just never know, when you're going to learn a new fun fact about a particular player or their family to understand why they are who they are. That's why I love watching shows like that or documentaries like that. There's a black and white. Appreciate you. Atlanta. Oh, shit. That's not... Are you at home or on the road? That's tough. Munoz. Tatis. Steve with a tour. Freddie Garcia. Good choice. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Netflix. I'll go through some of these photos for y'all. Job, Mariners. Get some Munoz's here for Reflect. See if I can find some new ones that I haven't seen before, like this one right here on the screen. See if I can format it. Another new one. That's a dope one. See if we can get a Freddie Garcia up here. One or two. Freddie. Let me make some room real quick. That's done. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you. I try to find some new ones when I can. I just got to get them to format. The X with a fiber. That's a good question. That is a very good question. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. I got an old NHL on like PlayStation 2. Old school Blades of Steel. Let me know what you want to do for a photo and I got you. If there's something else that you want, I got you. You're going to do an expansion team, do an expansion team in Oregon. I mean, Oregon has always wanted a professional hockey team. We've wanted a professional baseball team. Obviously, we have one, in Seattle with the Kraken now, but an Oregon expansion team would be kind of cool. I don't really know what you would call them. I mean, we have the Portland Winterhawks. That's our WHL team, but that's all we have here besides, the Blazers, the Ducks, and the Beavers. David with the tour. Let me know what you want to do for a photo. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. But I think Oregon would be kind of cool. I live here. We've always wanted one. I don't really know what you'd be able to call it. You'd have to think. Portland something. Okay. Let's go. Me either, man. I'm ready. Awesome. Let me know. Just threw an extra Embiid in there for you. Well, we're the Rose City, but but that doesn't really necessarily, I mean, we're known for strip clubs, breweries, dispensaries. I'm not really sure if you can incorporate that into the title and whatnot, but obviously we have beautiful lakes and a lot of great outdoor, types of things, but, it'd have to be Portland something, maybe come up with another word that starts with P, unless you can go off of something like the Portland Trailblazers and it makes sense and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not really sure where you're going to go. Portland pole dancers. Hey, that would work. That would work. It would be very much of a hit in downtown Portland, let me tell you. I'm not sure about the logo and how that would, go along with the rest of the league, though. Yeah, right? It has to sound good, Sasquatches doesn't have a good ring to Portland, though. It's got to be, you got to figure it out. I don't know, man. I'll brainstorm, too, tonight, and I'll see if I can come up with something. Penguins, but Portland Penguins actually has kind of a nice ring to it, but you already have Pittsburgh Penguins. So if he's creating a team, you can't have two Penguins. But that actually has a kind of a nice ring to it. We don't really have Penguins here in Oregon, but as far as Portland Penguins, though. Portland weeds. Portland prostitutes. There's some of those out there. Portland pole dancers. Or you don't even have to use Portland. You could use something else like Beaverton or Eugene or something, like some other city. Salem. But probably Portland or Beaverton. Portland pine needles. That would be something. Portland pine cones. Beaverton beavers. Boom. Anything else that you guys want to see photo-wise for the people that donated? Did I leave anybody out? I think I got everyone taken care of up to that point. Let me take a look at tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the next 3 days we play at 6:30. All right, Thursday. So I will be live tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific. Mariners versus Angels on the road. Friday, same thing. Same time, 6:38. First pitch, 6:30 start for me. Saturday, same thing, 6:38. And then on Sunday, we'll play at 1 o'clock. And first pitch will be at 1:07. So 6:30 tomorrow, 6:30 on Friday, 6:30 on Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Well, I appreciate everyone hopping in and supporting the channel through and through. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm going to go take my pup for a walk, enjoy this nice weather that we're having, and I'm glad it's not 103. We're in the 80s and 90s, which is much more tolerable. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X, as well as the people on YouTube. Let's take a quick final look to see what we did. We end up hitting 30 likes on the stream. I hope we did. What are we at? We hit 35, not bad. So we hit 35. Obviously, we want to hit 30 to 50. Now we're at 36. and maybe a few people will catch the stream after and watch a replay, and maybe we'll end up at 40 or at something like that. So shout out to all the people that came through to show love, to like, donate, comment, share. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you to all of y'all, Matt and Reflect and Megan and David and DX, all of y'all. I love you guys very, very much. And again, I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific for the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. And final score, Seattle Mariners 2, San Diego Padres 0. And I'm out. Okay. Go M's. Mariners.